lot of bodybuilders have blood pressure problems when they're lifting, especially heavy weights. Is that something that
well, it's not. That's not the reason. A lot of folks may have blood pressure problems because they just eat too much, and you walk around with this excessive weight. Right? A lot of bodybuilders, when you see them in the off season, they are super heavy, and most of them are out of shape, but they're very strong at that point. And that will lead to a high blood pressure. That's why when you age as an athlete, you need to drop weight. You can't keep the competition weight when you're not competing anymore. You need to the same thing. Football players, bodybuilders, we all need to drop our weight when we retire from our sport. Now, another thing with the pressure thing is that you have to breathe out when you press the weight. Some new athletes will hold their breath, and by doing that, they will increase the pressure in their body. Then you can get a hernia and other problems.
Right. Since this is our last show, we like to say this: fat is fat, and muscle is muscle. Muscle does not turn into fat. Okay, but fat can be built underneath the muscle, right or wrong?
To an extent, yes, but I tend to think when I diet and get ready for shows, I'm more focused on the subcutaneous fat, meaning the fat directly under my skin. So I don't want to have anything under my abs or, too much on my butt or anything like that, because you go out there on stage, you don't look like you're in shape at all.
But a lot of people think that you can turn the muscle into fat. That doesn't happen.
Fat is there and it's all around.
Right, exactly. That's what I was saying. So they're two different things, but but you can build fat under muscle.
Yeah, your muscle will shrink and your fat will show off.
Yeah, that's true. That's exactly right. You hear a lot of people always say, well, if you're a football player, an athlete, then all that muscle you have will turn into fat.
No, what happens, you keep that same appetite you had when you were an athlete. You need to change it.
Right, you got to cut it down. You got some awards here, Yohnnie. You give out these exotic awards.
Well, Pat's the man.
Yeah.
He won the sword.
Yeah.
The overall.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Yeah.
The Excalibur sword.
Yeah.
He even pulled it out the stone, didn't you?
I did. And actually, the stone itself was, Yohnnie lifted it, hoisted it on the stage with one hand, as a matter of fact. And the sword was in there, and things worked out the way they did.
That's his trophy.
All right.
So we had a great job.
What's your website?
My website is patbanya.net.
Okay. And you do train people also?
Yes, I do.
Are you affordable?
I'd like to think I am.
Okay, that's good. Yohnnie, yours.
It's Yohnnex, YOHNNEX.com. Phone number, area code 301-248-8888.
Been a blast, man.
Thank you.
We go back a long way, but thanks for the help, and Donna and everybody's ever been on here, man. It's been great. All right, that's going to do it for this edition of Sports Talk. We hope we shared some important information with you on Health and Fitness Fridays. Thanks for joining us. For Yohnnie, Pat,